Tonight, two organizations sharing their message to educate people on why they say the death penalty should be abolished in Georgia. 38 people in the state were on death row in 2023, according to the Department of Corrections.
Cecily Stout spoke with a woman who says she forgave the man who murdered her father and tried to kill her.
Journey of Hope and Georgians for the Alternatives to the Death Penalty collaborated to tour the state. They want to bring awareness to their main mission of stopping these executions in Georgia.
Before I forgave him, I cried angry tears. Now I cry, I miss my father tears.
Suzanne Bosler helped get the man who murdered her father and tried to kill her off death row back in 1986. She says she didn't want to be a murderer or help the government be one. Death certificates of executed people say the cause of death was homicide.
If I was going to want him dead, executed, he will not have the chance to be rehabilitated or be a better person if I don't give it to him.
Central Georgia has its own history with the death penalty. The electric chair was built and installed in Milledgeville in 1924, according to Georgia's Corrections Department. Since then, 497 people have been executed in Georgia. Journey of Hope is in their 30th year of their speakers tour. Kathy Harmon Christian is the executive director of Georgians for Alternatives to the Death Penalty. They join forces in Georgia to get stories like Bosler's out there and encourage more people to support ending executions.
There's no real reason to have the death penalty. It's costly. There are, of every 8 people who are executed, 1 is exonerated, which means they were innocent. That is an extremely high failure rate.
Harmon Christian says the U.S. is behind 70% of the world's countries in abolishing the death penalty.
We are the 5th highest executing nation in the world, and we are a true outlier in the Western world.
The motto of Journey of Hope is moving from violence to healing. Bosler stands by that.
Our anger is not going to the person who did it. They don't feel a thing of our anger. It's going right back into us. That kills us. We're killing ourselves by doing that.
In Warner Robins, Cecily Stout, 13 WMAZ News.
Georgians for Alternatives to the Death Penalty will also go to the state capitol to advocate for the passage of House Bill 1014. The bill discusses the death penalty for those with intellectual disabilities.
Tonight, we're taking a closer look at the death penalty. An annual report on capital punishment shows more Americans now believe the death penalty is being administered unfairly. According to the report, 24 executions took place in the U.S. last year. The final one for the year happened in Oklahoma. Additionally, 21 people were sentenced to death. 2023 marks the 9th consecutive year fewer people in the country were executed.